and they fucking with a nigga. Feeling on a booty dick, harder dance in the circle, let me feel it.
I can bad, she a little rock, just like a friend. Oh, no mama, cool as a fan. I love a woman, who love a man. What can I say? She really the most.
Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Ariana Jasmine with another video for y'all. And today I'm going to be talking about my surgery journey. Now, in the previous video that I had made prior to this one, I was talking about my surgery journey, but you could not hear me because, of course, my sound was off. So in this video, I'm just going to be doing another video of my surgery journey and telling you all the specs on what doctor I chose and all the other great stuff that you probably want to hear if you are into getting a procedure done, or you just want to hear my story and why I chose to go through with plastic surgery and what type of procedure that I am choosing to pursue. Now, if you haven't already, go on ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. And if you are a new subscriber, hello lovelies. I love y'all so much. I want us to get to know each other, and I want to get to know all my subscribers. So if you are wanting to talk, and don't even hesitate to just go ahead and leave a comment below, because guess what? I'm going to respond. And if you're just a hater and you have nothing positive to say, then go on ahead and exit stage left, because ain't nobody got time for that. If you are against surgery, go on ahead and exit out of this video. Nothing but positive feedback and just positivity on my channel. So moving forward, I want to let y'all into my life. Now, for all my new subscribers, let me tell you a little bit, or just my subscribers overall. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Well, of course, my name is Ariana, and I am originally from California, Los Angeles to be exact. I currently reside in Dallas, Texas, and I have one child, so you probably will see my child sometimes in my videos, or just hearing her. So that's something that I cannot change. If you cannot accept that, and we will be vlogging together, so, you know, but I'm sure that you will be seeing her soon. So yeah, just a little something. And I'm more the type of person where I like to just show y'all about me rather than tell you about me. I feel like it's more better and easier, you know, because I feel like a lot of times people tell you about themselves and it doesn't add up to the things that they say. So yeah, that's just what it is. But moving along into my surgery journey, if you want to look into the video, then just hold tight. Okay. All right, y'all. So moving into the video, I decided to go on ahead and, well, let me give you a backstory. Okay, so I always wanted to have a nice body. Like, that was it. Not saying that my body was ever just bad, but growing up, I grew up on the heavier side, so I was really heavy set. And as time moved along, you know, I seen all these girls, they had nice booties, they had nice bodies, you know, they were getting attention from all the, you know, guys at the time. I'm sorry, they were getting all the attention from, you know, guys. And at that time, and yes, y'all, I do have my Christmas tree still up. I know it's April, and I'm going to be taking it down. But right now, I just been lazy. I ain't gonna lie. I've been lazy. So if you see, like, oh, she still got that Christmas tree. Yes, I do. Okay? I do. So we just gonna block that with my big ass head. But I'm about to be moving anyway, so I don't even care. So yeah, moving along. So I just always wanted that body. You know, the people that I was attracted to, they wasn't really feeling me. They always dictated to my sister because she was more of the slender build. And living in California, that is one of the things that are looked at, your weight. They are either in the gym all the time, they're gym rats, or they're exercising, or you know, so if you're thicker than what they expect you to look like, then they're automatically, it's just like a no-go. And not saying all people are that small-minded, but, you know, living in a place like that, that's one of the things that they look at. So, yeah, I moved out of there. Once I got to Texas, I started losing weight. But as I was losing weight, because I was at that time growing up, I was 17 and I was probably like 200 and something pounds. And so I was really heavy set, and I'm 5'7". So me being that weight, you know, and from I'm sorry, and from blooper, me being that size and that weight from middle school all the way up till high school was very tough and challenging for me. And of course, you know, I had insecurity issues as well. But once I had graduated from high school and moved out of, you know, I just and got into my adult years of living, it just started dropping. My weight started dropping and dropping. And I'm not an exercise type of person. I've tried it, but it's not for me. So I just, not saying that I won't exercise, but it just wasn't for me at the time. Do I exercise now? No, but I need to, y'all. I really do. Okay, so yeah, it just started dropping weight, and everything all that weight that I had, because I did have somewhat of a nice butt, but it wasn't that big. So the procedure that I'm getting is going to be a BBL and a breast lift. The reason for my BBL is because I want a big booty. Like, I just want that plump thing to be like, blah, 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 blah. And I will be showing y'all videos. Well, I'll show y'all how I'm looking in my video as well as right now, and how I would like to look throughout my journey of pursuing my procedure. But this is just to give y'all insight on what I'm going to be getting. So yes, I want a BBL and I want a breast lift. Now, with implants, I was thinking implants because I want more of a fuller, I want my breasts to be full. Plus, of course, I've had a child, so they have dropped some more. Yeah, so, you know, that's another reason. But, yes, and so, like, I'm sorry, I am probably like roadblock right now. I got a lot of stuff on my mind. But anyway, so... And so the doctor, I looked into it. I've been wanting surgery for years. I just never, you know, thought about doing it professionally at a plastic surgeon's office. At the time growing up, around my 20s, that's when everybody was getting ass shots, butt shots, however you want it to say, but everybody was getting shots underground, and I wanted to it was $500, and there was this place that was doing it, and strippers, you know, was getting their butt shots done. And I wanted to get mine done too. But I was always scared. Like, I was always like, that what if? Luckily enough, I did not go through with it. If y'all see my nail, yeah, it broke. My daughter broke it on accident. But yeah, I did not go through with it. And then I'm glad I waited. It kind of like phased out of my mind. It kind of like faded out of my mind for a while, and then it came back into my mind like, I do want to get a procedure done. So that's when the whole epidemic about butt shots, people were going through having issues, and, you know, their butts were deteriorating and rotting and all that. So I was so glad that I did not go through with it. So then I was like, well, let me just do it professionally, because if something was to happen to me like that, I'd be able to sue. You know, I'll be able to have that backup, something that I can say, well, I know this place did it. This place is licensed. Things. So always do it the safe way, people. Do not. I don't care how cheap it is or how cheap it sounds, even if it is a plastic surgeon facility. If it's too good to be true and those prices sound too good to be true, then obviously I don't think you should be doing it, because there's a lot of surgeons out there who claim they have the correct proper licensing to perform a procedure on people, and they don't. A lot of people make fake licenses and have fake credentials. So do your research. I did my research. When it came to me making a decision on who I wanted to do my BBL, and my breast lift, I did my research. Now, when it came down to BBL, which was the first thing that I decided I wanted to do, first I chose my first pick after doing my research was Dr. Dobak in Miami, Florida. Dr. Dobak is a transgendered doctor. So she performs good work. Like, BBL's good, no deaths, good. She does have good work. So that's who I chose. Prices was reasonable. It was $6,000 for the procedures, and it had like packages. So if you want to check into Dr. Dobak, you can. Now, I'm not going to recommend anybody I'd rather you do your own research. And I also considered his colleague, which was Dr. Harry. They work at the same facility, New Life Cosmetic Plastic Surgery in Miami, Florida. And I considered his work as well. I did like his work. But there were things that I seen on Instagram that I wasn't really feeling. I didn't feel like his work was consistent, and I didn't really feel like Dr. Doback's work was consistent as well. So that kind of raised my eyebrow, because I know a lot of girls who had went through them and was wanting a revision or was wanting to get around too, because they wasn't getting the projection that they were wanting or looking for. Everybody's body type is different, so you're not going to get the same results as you see on these pictures and other girls you might see on Instagram or anywhere else. A lot of girls have had many or a couple of rounds to achieve the look that they're trying to go for. Well, if I had to choose between Dr. Doback and Dr. Harry, I would have chose Dr. Doback, because I can say that Dr. Doback is safe. I can say that her work is really good. Okay, it is good. I'm not taking away from Dr. Doback, or I'm not taking away from Dr. Harry, but I know that Dr. Harry has lied about his credentials. So that's another thing that made me change my mind about him. And then looking at the surgeon that I chose was Dr. Hasan. When I chose Anthony Hasan, I looked at his whole procedures, like everything that he's done, and girls that went to see him, because I'm in the surgery community on Instagram, so I talk with a lot of dolls, and when I saw dolls of Hasan's, their bodies were looking so good with just, and y'all forget my one round, just like one round. And I was just like, yeah, I don't plan on getting 2 rounds just to achieve the look. I just want a butt. I just want a nice plump butt, a nice bubble round butt with a small waist. And I just want to get rid of these back rows. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to get rid of this little pudge and this back rows and just look good, from head to toe. Yeah. So after that, I seen girls my size, and I compared my size to girls that's my size, my height. That's kind of how I did it as well, and somewhat of my body shape. And they look good. They look damn good with 1 round. So I put a deposit down originally, and Dr. Hasan is at Jolie Plastic Surgery. Now, I know that you've heard a lot of stuff with Jolie Plastic Surgery. We all have heard something about some doctor doing something. But at the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed and nothing is promised. Life is not promised, whether you go through a procedure or not. You don't ever know what may happen to you. And that's just what it is. Life is about taking risks, and life is about taking chances. Keep that in mind. Now, I did put a deposit for Dr. Doback when I first decided to do the BBL with, the process of going to a licensed professional. So I put $500 down, which was non-refundable. Then as time passed, I was like, well, they were having special promotions for Dr. Harry. So I was like, well, I just want a butt and I want a nice little shape. So if I can just get rid of the things that I want and achieve the things, then I'm going to do that. So I ended up switching to Dr. Harry. Then I started seeing his work more and more, and the dolls that he was working on wasn't having the results that I was going for. I didn't really see projection. I just seen wide butts. And I don't want no wide butt. Like, I want projection. I want a bubble butt. I want a nice butt. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So then I was like, nah. But once I saw Hasan's work, I was like, and he was having a special too. I was like, it was a Black Friday special. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to go put another $500 down for Hasan at Jolie Plastic Surgery. And that's exactly what I did. So I put up a down payment on him. And y'all, my daughter, you going to hear her because, hold on, y'all. Yeah, I got to hold. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to get my daughter situated because, yeah. But anyways, trying to remember where I left off. So yes, I pretty much put my $500 deposit for Dr. Hasan. So I had 2 deposits of $500 at 2 different facilities. I was not going to let my $500 go to waste with New Life Plastic Surgery, even though I did not choose to go with Dr. Doback or Dr. Harry. So I ended up choosing Dr. Hannaberg as somebody I would like to do my breast lift and implants if I chose to go ahead and do implants. because I felt like I'm not wasting $500 and I'm not giving $500 for free and it's not refundable on each parties. So I might as well put the other $500 to use and go ahead and use that for my breast lift and the other one for my BBL with Dr. Hasan. So the procedure that I love Dr. Hasan's work. His work is consistent. Yes, he's had a death before, but there's a lot of factors that did play into the reason why the woman that he was performing on, she had lied about some things on her application. And so, yeah, but I don't want to go into that because it can be a sensitive subject for somebody that knows that person. And I just don't want to go into that. So anyways, moving forward, since then, he has not had any bad things to happen so far. So that's good. My surgery date, I chose to go ahead and do September 1st as my surgery date. So I will be flying out on August 31st to Miami to do that procedure. They do give you a 2-year time frame to do a procedure. So you do have 2 years, and they do have a payment plan if you do decide that you want to go on ahead and do a procedure. I'd rather have done the payment plan because I feel like I don't want to put all my money on a procedure and then something happens and I'm out of all that money, because no, I'd rather just pay through PreOp, which is PreOp is before that you actually go to do the procedure. So they're basically just going to have you fill out all the paperwork and answer all the questions that you need before you do procedure. They're going to give you your drug test. And you cannot drink, you cannot smoke. So if you're a smoker or a drinker, you would have to stop 30 days prior to having surgery. You do have to get your labs 30 days before your surgery. They do require that, and they will give you those labs once you have completely paid, or that time gets closer to your surgery date. If you decide to pay it before your date, you would have to pay that the day before your surgery. So you would have to pay that on PreOp. I'm not really sure how I'm not sure how Jolie plastic surgery works. I think you have to pay either 2 weeks before your surgery. You have to have it paid in full 2 weeks before. I'm not sure, but I will get back to y'all with that as far as when the time comes closer to my journey. I think that's new life. You can pay before your pre-op. Don't quote me on that, and don't hold me on that. So yes, but you just make sure that you have all your money. And don't think that the surgery is just all you have to pay. No, there's recovery costs as well. You would have to make sure that you are you either have to go through find a recovery home, do your research. Don't just go pick the first recovery home you hear about or somebody tells you about, because a lot of girls who do that aren't happy, or they get effed out of their money and they don't get good services provided, because after surgery, that's a crucial time. You're not going to be able to do anything for yourself. You're going to need help. Yes, you can have somebody, family members, a friend or a boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, to take care of you and go out there with you. But you are going to need a nurse. You are going to need somebody to watch you. So if you want to hire a nurse for 24 to 48 hours, those first 2 crucial days after surgery, I would recommend that, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hire a nurse for at least 2 to 3 days to make sure that I'm good and everything I'm taken care of properly. And you also have to get massages, because there will be fluid on your body, and that has to get released through your incisions. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. You have to buy products before surgery. They're going to recommend you take your vitamins. They're going to prescribe you Hemoplex, Floridix, vitamin C, folic acid. They're going to provide you a list of things that you would need to get in order to get your iron levels to where it needs to be, because it does need to be a 12 in order for them to perform, or 12 or higher, in order for them to perform the procedure on you. Because if you are anemic and you don't have a high blood count, then you're not going to be able to get the surgery when it's time, because you'll lose a lot of blood and you'll get really sick. So I would advise you, if you are considering, or if you're already in the process of going through surgery, make sure that you are taking all your vitamins as well, and doing all the things that they recommend you do before you get closer to your surgery date or before you go into surgery. Okay. What else do I need to cover for y'all? let's see here. So you'll get that. Oh, supplies. So the supplies that you're going to need for a BBL. This is just for a BBL. And I'll go into breast augmentation as well. But first, BBL, you're going to need the vitamins that they prescribe you. You're going to need a second faja, because they're going to give you one after surgery. After surgery, because they're going to give you a big one because you're going to be swelling. So they'll take your measurements in pre-op to provide you with the proper faja. After a couple of days, once the swelling keeps going down as time passes by, that faja is going to get big. So, and you're going to want to change out your faja because it's going to be bloody. It's going to be real bloody. It's going to stink. You're not going to be able to take a shower until your doctor approves you. You will see your doctor or your nurse after surgery. And so, yeah. And if I keep looking at my phone, I need to charge my phone up. But yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, anyways, you're going to need that as well. What else? You're going to need chuck pads. Chuck pads because you're going to be draining a lot of fluid. They insert fluid into you to make the fat inside of you really jelly-like to be able to lipo and suction everything that needs to be suctioned and injected into your butt. So yes, and I'll put down in the description all the things and supplies that you need in order to go through the BBL. Prior to getting BBL, I would advise you all the things that you need. And I can make a list. I can do another video, which I think I'm going to do, of all the things that you would need for your BBL. So I'll do a whole nother video on that. So I'm not going to go into detail and waste any more time. And I don't want to make this video extra long. Okay, so moving forward into the breast lift or breast implants, you really don't need anything. I mean, of course, they're going to prescribe you the vitamins and all the things, as well as the things you need for a BBL. You have to do the same things. You're not going to need as many supplies. You're probably just going to need a surgical bra. So I would just advise you, if you are looking into breast lift or implants or augmentation, to get a couple of sports bras, a couple comfortable bras, surgical bras. You can order those off of Amazon and so many other places. I personally am going to be doing all my shopping on Amazon and some other places as well as for fajas. You do need a stage 2 faja for a BBL. Let me just say that. So yeah, and I will list any other recommendations in my other video. So yeah, that's the procedures that I'm going to be going through, and I'm going to be bringing y'all through the whole process as time gets closer to the surgery. I wanted to go in June, but with the coronavirus pandemic happening right now, I wouldn't advise nobody to go to surgery as of right now because we're on quarantine, which is stressful and boring. And yeah, so that's why I pushed it farther out now. If I cannot... I don't know how long this is going to last. I do not know. But hopefully it doesn't last for up until the time it's time for me to go to surgery. So I'm going to be, and no, I'm not going to get both procedures done at the same time. I'm going to get my BBL first, and then next year I will be going ahead and doing my breast lift / implants if I still choose to do that as well. Anyways, if y'all have any questions you want to ask me about the BBL process, the journey, feel free to go on ahead and comment down below. I will answer any questions that you have for me. If you want me to make a video on any other topics or any other things that you are inquiring about or wanting to know, let me know as well in the comment section, and I will make a video for that. If we can get this video to at least 2,000 likes. I mean, that's not that much, y'all. But, if not more, if we can get this video, then yes, I will be making a lot more, videos for y'all. And there's more to come on my channel. My channel is pretty much versatile. I will be talking about hair reviews. I will be talking about my hair journey. I will be talking about a lot of things. So I don't necessarily want to just put my videos and my channel in one category, like, oh, I'm just doing reviews or I'm just vlogging. No, I want to do everything because, you get bored after a while. You be looking for other things to talk about, topics. I would be doing story time. I would be spilling some tea about the things I go through and just people and things that I've done. All that. So with no further ado, I'm going to end this video for y'all. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe down below. I love y'all. Until then, I'll see y'all later. And I'm out, y'all. Bye.